Divine Collective, you guys have asked me for more stories about my journey, about my awakening. And as I'm sitting here, a gang stalking incident crossed my mind. Divine Collective. It's even making my throat itch. Because now that I sit here, it's like when you're in that moment, you know not to say nothing, you know not to do anything, right? Because when you're walking your journey, Divine Collective, you get to a point on your journey when you just know without a doubt that people are provoking you, that they're doing things to get a reaction out of you, because how they're coming at you and what they're doing makes absolutely no sense to that moment, right? So speaking of that, probably one of the worst gang stalking moments that I had, that I usually, how do I put this? In these situations, I make myself non-existent, Divine Collective, so much so that the person gang stalking me will typically question if I can even see them or not, because that's how hard I will ignore someone, right? I become very good at it, Divine Collective, being a mother of 5. Not saying that I ignore my children, but there's moments in time when you have to disconnect from all the chaos. And sometimes you don't have nowhere to go to do that. So you got to learn to do that in the space that you're in. So again, having 5 children, I've become very good at disconnecting myself, my energy, when I feel like someone is trying to siphon it or bring down my frequency. I've become very good at that, Divine Collective. So in saying that, there was a specific situation. I'd give this about a little over 6 months ago, maybe a little bit more, Divine Collective. It was before I had got into my my accident, when I lost my car. I was driving to the gas station, going to give someone a ride home from work, and I'm sitting at the gas pump. Nothing abnormal. People sit at the gas pumps all the time. It wasn't going to be for a long time, Divine Collective. However, I found out that I was sitting at the wrong gas station. There's that. So I had been sitting at the pump maybe for like 5 minutes, not a long time at all. You know, there's probably about 5 other gas pumps that are free. Yet I'm sitting at one of them waiting for someone to pull up so I can give them a ride home from work. 5 minutes goes by. The person I'm waiting for, they're not there. So I call and I'm like, hey, where you at? I'm waiting. Come to find out I'm at the wrong gas station. No big deal. But as I'm on the phone, Divine Collective, there's an SUV in back of me laying on their horn. And when I say laying on their horn, I mean they were laying on it. There was no pause in between the sound of the horn, Divine Collective. So I'm like, what is going on? And I'm looking all around. I see free gas pumps. Yet I see this person in back of me, and they're cussing, they're mad, and they're throwing their hands up in the air. And I'm looking out my window in back of me, and I'm like, this makes absolutely no sense. I can't make sense of what is going on in the current moment, because if this person wanted to get out, they could have just went around me or went to another gas pump. I'm really not quite sure what was going on in that moment to make that person so angry. Maybe I was at their favorite gas pump. I'm the type of person, Divine Collective, I will exhaust every thought, right, of what someone could be doing or why they're doing it. I will give people excuses all day, right? Like, that's who I've always been until Divine Collective, you know, I really catch on to who they are, and then they're cut off. And when they're cut off for good. But I really allow people to play me in some situations, Divine Collective. However, I'm never getting played. I'm never getting played, just know that. Anyway, yeah, I was sitting there and I'm like, I started to get a little nervous. I typically don't in situations like that, Divine Collective, as I've been in a lot of high pressure situations. Working in the ER, you deal with people like that all the time, just very angry. I also know, I understand, you know, I understand that things happen that make people angry, so it doesn't pull me out of character very easy. But I started to get a little nervous because I could feel the aggression. It wasn't that, you know, they were just yelling and screaming and beeping the horn. It was the aggression I felt, the anger. When I looked at these people through my window, they looked so angry. I mean, it looked like they were spitting as they were yelling, Divine Collective, and I just could not figure out what was going on. It was so confusing. So I told the person that I was speaking to, stay on the phone with me because this feels off. Like, I feel like I'm about to get attacked in my car. You know, there were a couple other people there, witnesses around getting gas, and they're looking at these people as well. They're like, what's going on? I don't scare easily, Divine Collective. Even if I was a little bit nervous, I still sat there because I don't scare easily. And I think that's where the anger was coming from. Usually when someone is laying on their horn, I'm sorry, my face is itching uncontrollably right now. Typically when someone is laying on their horn, that person in front will typically get out the way, or they will, you know, they'll move out the way. At least that's how I see things, Divine Collective. But I think because I sat there, and the reason being is because I was so confused, Divine Collective. I sat there out of confusion. So they pulled out, which they should have done in the first place, and came up next to my car, rolled down their windows, and I had mine rolled up. I was not rolling mine down, and I just really slowly turned my head and looked at them. Divine Collective, they were literally foaming at the mouth. angry. And till this day, I have no idea what I did. As a matter of fact, I didn't do anything. This is a classic case of gang stalking, trying to pull you out of your character. At this time, my gifts was heightening. You know, my platform was taking off, Divine Collective. And this was probably one of the worst gang stalking situations because I really felt, I could feel the energy. I could feel the aggression within these people, okay? So things like this happen all the time. You have to see it for what it is. You cannot react. If you react, you make things 10 times worse, Divine Collective, okay? But yeah, you guys wanted stories? That's a story for you. I've had many other gang stalking situations, but like I said, the gang stalkers usually end up wondering if I can even see them because I ignore them so good. And that's what you have to do, Divine Collective. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm like that with all of them. I'm not some badass, excuse my language, but I've become very good at picking up on energies that aren't mine because people are always trying to project onto me. That's why you have to know who you are at your core. You cannot question that. You cannot allow others to make you question that. You have to know who you are, Divine Collective, because people will constantly project onto you, okay? And you got to be able to distinguish on if this is your energy or someone else's energy. And that's what I got for you. Love you guys.